Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. And thank you so much for being here straight from the spirit chair. If you are new, welcome. My name is Elizabeth. I am a medium, divine channeler, remote spirit extractor, white witch, and divine alchemist. And I also happen to be a divine feminine on the path of ascension. Welcome to Shiftober. This is going to be a really powerful month. So don't forget to hit like on these messages. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you know anybody who's going through a spiritual awakening right now, questioning their life, feeling stuck in life, maybe they feel like they're a twin flame, things are really rapidly just shifting for them, please share this channel. Please share these messages. I'm trying my best to get out to as many people as possible, and I would love for them to become a part of the Paranormal Priestess YouTube family. So, wow, what do we have for October? So, for this month, it is, I know you guys are feeling this, so I'm going to love your comments below. How much are you feeling these energies, guys? They are super intense. We are going through some really, really powerful activations right now. And, you know, just speaking to my guides, speaking to Archangel Michael, the angels and the star races that are around me, this is definitely going to be a time where we are going to feel how much of this powerful 5D blueprint is coming in. Archangel Michael was talking about that the actual 5D overlay, this is how he worded it, the 5D overlay is coming into place. It will be locking into place. What I actually received is that this is going to happen December 21st, 2021. Nothing to be afraid of, nothing crazy or anything like that I'm receiving, where you need to bunker down or anything like that. But we're having these 5D energies on the entire Gaia happening very, very rapidly. So if you are feeling very turbulent lately, if you are witnessing other people just feeling very turbulent or dizzy, confused, feeling off, anxious, emotional, achy, you know, all of these things, you are not alone. And I think that's one of the most important things about the work that I do, is letting people know who are on very special paths that you are not alone. You are an ancient starseed, more than likely. If you're watching this channel, you're an angelic, you're someone here for the awakening. And, you know, we're going to get into some of how actually this, how this weaves together as far as feeling different. But you are here watching this, and there's no mistake that you're here watching this. So I'm sure you are feeling very, very intense energies. But it's not only, I just want to say, not only the starseeds and not only the angelics, the ancient souls that are feeling this. We're having many people now feeling it across the planet, where they're kind of like, wow, you know, something's off, or it's just a weird day. I know I received that from my twin yesterday, as I just heard in my head telepathically, you know, today is weird. And yeah, I know I was feeling a lot of ups and downs, everything from feeling those really high highs to then dropping down into that purging space, right, when we're purging out things that no longer serve us, stories, programming, and all of that. So I have some of my notes here in case I forget anything, because guys, it's been so crazily intense. I want to make sure that with Mercury retrograde, I'm not forgetting anything. I'm going to do the best that I can, but the Mercury retrograde certainly is such a time now for us to go back. We are taking a look again at other layers, other densities, other things that are coming up that are no longer serving us. They're coming up to the surface, and they're coming up very strongly in October. Very, very strong. So whatever traumas and whatever things you have not finished off, you have not closed off, or any karmic actions that have not been balanced and have that close out, we're going to be closing out lots of stuff. I get a lot of times in my readings, you know, my clients asking me, you know, when is this going to end? I'm so tired. I'm so frustrated. You know, I keep on doing all this work. I'm so exhausted from doing all of it. And the thing is, we're here, and this work is going to continue. We really did decide to come here during these times to be able to shift the planet. So we have volunteered to take a look at our shadows and witness them and work with them and clear them and take on more light and bring back more of our authentic soul light and have that 5D energy be anchored within us. We came back here for the oneness, right? And we're here to help the planet step into that oneness as well. So this work will continue, but I understand for many of you that it's pretty difficult lately, and that's because of the very high activations that are going on. So if you can shift your perspective, if you are looking at the journey in a negative way, I definitely recommend you going back to the video before this, because I talk about how, really taking a look at the journey again and giving thanks for it and embracing the higher meanings of your journey, really an overview and a new view. It's really going to help. It's really going to help here. Some of what Archangel Michael was talking about is about releasing illusions and delusions, releasing any of that false programming, right? Negative stories. But there's going to be a lot more clarity that's going to be coming through. So many people, when they're in this negative space, they're in this fearful space, and they're wondering what's going to happen, what's going on, I'm not understanding this, why is this happening to me, why aren't things happening, either in my life with my goals or with my beloved. And the message for this month is that it's really going to be very important for you to pull back your energies, and this Mercury retrograde is really going to get you to do so. Pulling back your energies so that way you can really go within. Meditation time is going to be very important this month, guys. And during the time of Samhain, the time of Halloween, when the veils are thinnest, your ancestors are there. Absolutely, your guides are there, all supporting you and helping you and really celebrating you with this journey. It's going to be very, very important for you to take the time out for yourself wherever you can get it. Try to make it where you're going to, meditate and give yourself what you need and fill your own cup. So I am getting that October is a month where filling your own cup is going to be so important. Whatever it is that is going to help you to find more clarity. It's going to be rethinking a situation. It's going to be thinking about the journey as a whole and the things that you've gone through and things that you've grown through. Everything from the shadow work, the triggers, to all those amazing breakthrough moments for you. And really, being thankful and embracing the fact that this journey is a beautiful one, it's an incredible one, and it's one that it really is helping not only you, but it's helping the entire planet, and the fact that you're not alone is really very true. So you're going to be getting a lot of clarity as you take the time for yourself, as you fill your own cup. Now, it's filling your own cup not only with the meditation and taking your time to review things and reflect upon things, which is definitely the perfect time for, but you are going to be getting lots of clarity in terms of intuition, in terms of signs and synchronicities, and that's going to keep on coming in. A lot of vivid dreams, even different visions that are happening for you, healing visions in between sleeping and awake. So you're doing a lot of soul work, guys. You're doing it in the dream time. You're also doing it in between. Yes, you're going through a lot, so give yourself the time, give yourself the space. The other way that I'm also getting filling your own cup is by really figuring out here, taking the time again to think about things, but realizing what's important to you. So reviewing and reevaluating what is truly important to you. What are the important things in life? What are the profound, meaningful things in life? Perhaps you've been ignoring them. Perhaps you've been distracting yourself from them. And this is going to be really front and center this month as to really understanding this, okay? Because when you can clarify what's important to you. You can set your intentions. And when you can clearly set your intentions, that's when the magic happens. That is when you can manifest your greatest reality. Okay? But we're going to talk about some things that might block that. All right? So, but take your time. Give yourself that space. If you need to cry, if there's some angers that come out, if there's some things that are triggering you and you really don't understand what the meaning behind the trigger is, or if this trauma is coming up and you're not really sure what's underneath that trauma, take that time with your team. If you need any extra help, I'm always here. I do reading sessions and we get underneath all of that. And I'll give you my information at the end of this video, but it will also be in the description. But this is going to be very, very helpful for you, okay? In terms of some of the things that are coming up for people for October, there's going to be a lot surrounding the themes of abandonment. So when we think about abandonment, there are lots of different areas of abandonment that starseed angelics have experienced. For one, we feel very different in the world, right? So that's a given. And we don't understand when we're younger why we're different. We don't understand why we feel different and we think different. And we just kind of want to be normal, and we want to be accepted by our family, accepted by our peers, accepted in our work situations, accepted by partners even. And the thing is that you are here, you are different, you're meant to be different, you're meant to shine your unique light, and you're not really alone. And I think it's a big theme for starseeds of isolation. I feel very isolated. I feel very abandoned in this world, perhaps abandoned, like I said, in personal situations, family situations, work situations. And if you can remind yourself this October, because this abandonment healing theme is going to be coming up, you have a whole entire soul tribe. You have an entire collective. We're all in this with you. There are so many beautiful souls on this planet right now that are doing the work. They're bringing themselves into wholeness and bringing the planet back to oneness. And so you aren't alone whatsoever. You have loving angelics. You have loving star teams and star councils. You have loving guides on the other side. You have helpers. You have nature. You have nature. You have all of nature that you're connected to, the elements, earth, air, fire, and water, the elementals. You are not separate from love. And that's the thing to keep reminding yourself when you get frustrated, when you run out of patience, when all of these triggers come up, that you are not alone. You're doing the work for very real reasons, to be your highest version, to connect back to source, and to shine your light in the world, to bring the world back to oneness. You are not alone. There's so much love. And if you could take the time to tap into that love, like do a meditation where you're connecting to the love that you are and the love that's surrounding you, it's really going to take so much of the edge off. It's going to bring you more of that serenity. And it's really important that you do that this month, especially when it can be such a turbulent month with so many high shifts of energy, and when we are challenged to go back into the density to be able to face those shadows. So please remember that. Judgment is another one. I'm getting this a lot for my clients as well, and I'm also with you on this, of course, because I'm on the journey with you. Judgment is one that we've gone through, all of these themes. It doesn't matter if it's, I'm going to say it's not just this lifetime is what I wanted to say. So it's this lifetime, it's through the bloodlines, ancestral, it's also from other lifetimes. So please understand with judgment, it has to do with times where you've been judged. Okay, so I'm just going to say it like this because I was kind of wondering how I was going to explain this to you guys. And the way I'm feeling to explain it is there are lifetimes where we've gone through major judgment. There are lifetimes where we've gone through persecutions. We had to face judgment. It could mean death. It could mean execution. It could mean torture. Could mean major losses. And there are also times within our family where we feel like we're being judged, that our family is not understanding us and that they're judging us because their parents judged them, and so on and so forth, right? Sometimes we feel like the world is judging us, but we go ahead and we judge ourselves, and then we judge others. We judge the world. And so there are two sides of that mirror, and we have to always be aware of that. And so with judgment, that always brings low self-worth. It brings low self-value. And those are the things that are coming up very, very strongly now. Is that times where you have judged yourself, you've been judged, and it's coming up and it's bringing up a lot of feeling not good enough. It's feeling not good enough, not being the right, type of whatever it is. I'm not sexy enough. I am not smart enough. I am not successful enough. I'm not smart. All of these different enoughs. I am not fast enough. I am not the right shape. I'm not the right height. All of these different, not good enoughs, and how we look at our imperfections and we think that we're broken. And so this is a lot that's going to be coming up as well for this month. I'm sure that you guys have been working on it already, and there's been layers of it, but this is going back into it. For those of you who are beloveds who are on the twin flame journey, there may be projecting that might be going on there, projecting onto the beloved, judging them. That may be projecting, onto you, miscommunication there, even with the telepathy. And the thing is, with the mirror, it doesn't help to project, but sometimes we do that when we're triggered. Sometimes it's just a natural human ego reactive state to judge. And the thing is that it's always about something that's going on within us where we have actually repressed aspects of ourselves. That's the work. That's what we need to do. When we find ourselves judging either a twin or even judging anyone else in the world, it always is going to be about going back to what are you repressing within yourself? How is your power suppressed here? How are you not loving yourself? How are you not accepting yourself? And really taking a good look at those stories, that programming, those limiting and false beliefs, and being able to really sit with it and really experience those emotions as well, so that way when it's ready it can be released. It can be released back to the light, and more of your own soul light can return. Fragments of you can be returned and can be cleared and healed and reintegrated within your being. So it's all about going up. It's all about taking on more light. Give yourself the time and space without trying to rush and without resistance. Okay? But these are the big ones that I'm getting here. And judgment and abandonment can happen when we're younger, as children. It can happen when we are adolescents, young adults. So see what comes up for you. Take a look at it with your team. Again, I'm here if you need any extra help. And this is going to help you. Don't forget taking a look at where this may come from, the bloodlines, and also intend on clearing this where you've experienced these themes in other lifetimes as well. Lifetimes and dimensions, I should say. Because we are finishing it all off, guys. Okay, so these are coming up. I am getting the medicine animal as the owl. Yes, the owl's back. The owl tends to come up a lot, guys. And the owl is perfect. It's perfect for this time in the Northern Hemisphere, for Samhain, Halloween, for this time. And the owl is about intuition. The owl is about what is hidden. It's about being able to receive, get that information, what might have been hidden. And it's being able to receive that intuition, okay, in order to have wise counsel and then take wise action. So it's not going to be the right time, especially in Mercury retrograde, to kind of jump and make moves and make major changes or anything like that. It's not the time. This is going to be more of a quiet time, more reflective time, the time that you're taking out to take care of yourself, which always helps, okay? And for those of you who are on the beloved journey, you know, like when you're taking care of yourself, this is key, okay? This is key to the journey. Well, I hope you know that when you're taking care of yourself, that this is also helping your beloved too, because you're working together. But even if you're not on the twin flame journey, it is always going to help to take care of yourself and to really step back sometimes from what's not working and go within and take a second look or even a third or fourth look as to what's happening with the situation, what's happening within yourself, what's happening with connections, so that way you can gain intuitive insight, you can gain more of that information, so that way it can help with clarity and bring more wisdom to the table. So then it will be time to take definitive action. Action where you feel confident, action where you feel empowered. All right, so I am getting that owl, that night creature, what's going on within the night that maybe you're not seeing, what's going on within yourself, deep into the shadow, and exploring those sides that were previously hidden. Okay? And it's also too situations where you're just not getting enough information about the situation yet to really come to a conclusion. Okay? So that could be with anything that's going on within your life that may seem like it's not working for you right now. There is more behind it, there's more underneath it, and it's not the time to push and to rush in and to bring resistance there, but it's more to step back as that wise person, more of that hermit figure, and go within and explore it more in depth before it's time to proceed. Okay? So yeah, I want to talk about this one. This is a big one, and it's perfect with everything else here. It's about detachment. It's about detachment. It's about surrender. This October is going to be very important as you are doing the rest of the things that we've been talking about, that I've been receiving. It's going to be about you to really detach, guys. It's going to be for you to understand that the more that you hold on to something, and I don't care what it is, it can be a goal in your life that you want to manifest. It could be this dream that you have. It could be that you wish to have, your twin flame, have that manifest into your life, whatever it is. But the more that you hold on to something, especially if it's not working, it's actually not helping. It's actually doing the opposite. It's actually keeping that energy very stuck, very stagnant. So it's going to be a challenge with some of the triggers that may come up, some of the frustrations and the emotions and the programming that comes up, for you to detach and really say, all right, so something's not working right now, or it's not available to me right now, whether it's an opportunity or a connection. It's not really a match for me right now. It's not really coming in right now. Those doors aren't opening now. It could be with your life purpose. Is to say, all right, so what else do I need to know? Perhaps I need to heal some more things. I need to realize some more things. Perhaps the owl medicine. But to release what's not working. Release it back to the divine. Release it back to love, so that way it can actually transform. It can heal and transform. And that's what's going to help you. That's what's going to serve you. The surrender is going to be very important. So detaching and surrendering. Surrendering, some people think that they're surrendering, but they're not really surrendering. If you have your mind on somebody or your mind on something 24/7, I know it's hard for those of you who are twin flames, but the more that you stay attached, even with your mind, that's energy. So you really want to shift that focus off of whatever it is you're placing your focus on, so much so that you're holding on to it so tightly. And you want to bring that focus back onto yourself, where you are working on yourself, taking care of yourself, going within, transforming, right? Because that's going to transform the entire situation. So either it will come back healed, and say a connection will be in a higher light, and it'll be more harmonious. Perhaps that connection will, maybe another connection will come in that's a match, right? Perhaps maybe that connection is not a match for you, and another connection is a match, right? Some people hold on to things, even though they're toxic, and that's not really helpful. So some things to think of too. Perhaps, an opportunity for you, for your life purpose, is just not prepared yet, because you're not at that vibration yet to bring it in. You're holding on too much. Holding on to it too much. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? What am I not doing? Maybe I got to do more. And it's holding on to it so tightly and attaching to it so tightly and not allowing it to manifest. So that's a part of being the magician, is once you set the intention of something, that you want to experience something, this is what you really desire in your life, this is what's important to you, you want to release it. You want to release it. You want to detach, you want to surrender it, and allow whatever is meant for you to come to you. But sometimes we're just not seeing right. Sometimes we're falling into fear, desperation, and all of those things, and we're not able to release it, and not able to surrender. We're not understanding that's actually sabotaging our manifesting ability. It's sabotaging what's going to be best for us to come in. So that's also a big thing that I'm getting, is the detaching. Giving yourself, also I want to say this last thing about it, is giving yourself peace. So if you are feeling really erratic, you're not feeling peaceful about your situation right now, whatever it may be, whatever doesn't seem to be working out for you, and it's driving you crazy, and you're trying to understand why and when and all of these things, and you're in your head a lot, then it's really going to be very beneficial for you to give yourself that peace, that serenity, by allowing it to be released, to be transformed. Okay, and either that will come back or something better will come to you. So that's the power of being a magician here, right? So those are the main things. I believe that I forgot anything here. Your ancestors, so this is the time of the ancestors, right? The veils are thin. And I want to say this, is that your ancestors, you're doing so much healing on behalf of your ancestors. So you're here. I know that a lot of you are on journeys that are very, very challenging, and it does get to be very exhausting and challenging and painful at times, that's for sure. But remember that what you're doing ripples out, has a rippling effect, has a beautiful and powerful ripple effect, and that you are helping your ancestral lines to elevate, okay, to be within a higher grid of light. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And so your ancestors, which you're going to be able to perceive the other worlds so much more during this time. And you'll find for many of you, as your abilities are coming back, that you are going to connect with them in some way, shape, or form. And they are celebrating you, and they are honoring you for the work that you're doing, and it's an exchange. You're helping you, they're helping you, and then you're also helping them. So the two worlds are working together. And so I love that. And that's another example there of where there is no separation. And so, yes, there's no separation. And this is what separation is really, really clearing out, guys. Very, very much. Michael had said, now I'm glad I remember this, that we are dismantling disconnection very strongly this month. So anywhere where you are thinking that you're separate, okay, separate from even your ancestors, okay, separate from, oh, this class is better than my class, or these people, they're separate from me, whatever it is, understand that we all come from source, and there is going to be that oneness, that unity consciousness that's going to be anchoring very strongly within you. Okay, you are remembering your true self this month more. Your abilities are coming up. You're remembering why you're here. You are remembering that you have such amazing gifts, and that more are coming on board, and you're starting to recognize them and explore them. And it's really such a powerful month. So I hope that these messages have helped. If you truly feel like you are struggling on your journey, and you're looking for a reader who gets it, who understands, who knows about the Ascension journey, knows about the Twin Flame journey, I am here. I am on this with you. I can clearly hear your team. They also show me a lot of messages. We get very direct responses and very detailed information in the reading sessions that I do. So if you are struggling and you're looking to explore it, with somebody, I am here. I also do light language. I do light language healing sessions. So this could be helpful for your healing, for your activating. And I also do spirit extractions where you feel like there's dark interferences and things, lower energy disturbances that are sabotaging your light. I am here for that too. So you can find out more about me and check out my services on the paranormalpriestess.com. I'm here for you guys. I'm with you guys. We're all together, and I'm looking forward to working with more of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Brightest blessings, and remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Take care, everyone, and happy October.